What's going on, guys? This is Kiseki, and today I'm going to be talking about the CS4 news, the second part that I didn't talk about in my last video. I'm going to be talking about in this one. So let's go over them. There's a couple of things I want to go over with you guys. So Falcon released the pictures that I showed in my last video on HD high definition. So I'm going to start with Yuna. Here, let me talk about a few things about the new Class 7, since focusing more about them than the old Class 7, unfortunately. So let's go over with Yuna first. As usual, she's gonna be driven by her characteristic youthfulness, and the military relationship with Crossbow will be explored in depth. And it says here about the emblem on Yuna's jacket says "Never give up." It has no meaning beyond that. So her jacket is an emblem that says "Never give up." Let's go over with Kurt. Of course, the pics now are in high definitions, and like I said before, he's gonna be opposing both his family's duty and the Crown Prince, which is the jackass that's trying to choke Athena in the ending of CS3, which is probably one of the most hated characters in the game right now. So Kurt will be doing, like, I guess, his own thing. He's not gonna be following his duty, basically, and we're gonna see where Kondo's gonna take Kurt when it comes to his character. Now Ash, as usual, at the end of CS3, you guys saw that Ash was rescued by the Wasteland Army, and afterward he kind of went to do his own thing. You guys can see on the picture, one of them, he's covering like his left eye, so we can assume that the curse is still in him. But I hope that in the game he kind of controls that power and like making his own, kind of like Rin is kind of need to do right now. So, and let's talk about Muse. And of course, Muse is also doing her own thing, and now since she has her own army, the Wasteland Army, she kind of like has power within the Empire. And one of the pictures you guys can see Aurelia and Vita behind her, kind of like she's kind of, I guess, backing her up in the mission and stuff. So let's go over the half cake of this video that I want to talk about with you guys. It's apparently this was released a couple of weeks back, probably a month ago, but I didn't want to go over it until now. So it says here, Zemuria has 4 S-rank bracers. Cautious is one of them. 2 of them we haven't seen yet, apparently. So we know that Cautious is one of them, but apparently we have seen the other S-rank player, Brancer, but we haven't like officially seen it. Like, we don't know who it is. But so let me talk about Cautious for 1 second. You guys know he is one of the strongest people in the Kiseki series with military experience, and also he's one of the key players in the entire game. In one of the scenes I'm gonna show you guys here, he fought Julius Schwartz. Julius Schwartz is one of the characters in Chosen Sky. In one of the scenes, she was fought, I guess, like a pair fight with her, and she got pretty much destroyed and overpowered. You guys can see it on the video. He was positioned more on the sword fighting, but then he started using the bow staff due to what happened to his wife. And here's a fun fact about Cautious. You guys play the 3rd chapter. It was Tita's dad that taught Cautious how to fight with the bow staff. I'm gonna show you guys the clip before you guys start calling me bullshit. It was actually Tita's dad that taught him how to fight with the bow staff. He taught him the basics of the basics, and due to Cautious' experience with the sword and all of that, he kind of made it his own fighting style. So Cautious, of course, one of the S-rank bracers in the whole series. I'm thinking that August McLean, this is the brace I was talking about from Crossbow. He could be the other S-rank bracer. A lot has happened due to the time gap between Cold Steel and Cold Steel 2 and 3. So he could have been promoted to the S-rank by now, by the end of Cold Steel 3, but we never know. Apparently we have seen another S-rank bracers, but we just haven't, I guess it hasn't been officially, you know, show. So there's a new picture that was released a couple of days back about CS4. Let me show you guys right here. There's like a blonde girl. This picture you guys can see, it's a low quality picture. I'm sorry. This is come from the magazine, so it's not such a high quality. But it says here about the orange girl. The new orange hair character is now Erebonia. So I'm kind of inferring that this person could be one of the X-Run bracers. You know, due to what happened in the end of CS3, a lot of people are gonna start getting involved from other regions, because Erebonia right now is like in chaos mode right now. You know, or Ouroboros is doing crazy stuff, and Osborne is just going crazy as well. So I'm thinking that this new character we see here, the orange girl character here, she could be one of the S rank bracers that that Kondo hasn't shown so far. So leave me in the comment section, guys. Who do you guys think is the second S bracer we have seen? Because apparently we have seen the second one, but we just haven't the game has to officially tell us that that person is an S rank bracer. So leave in the comments what you guys think is the S rank bracer besides Cautious. We know Cautious is one of them. Now let me talk about another topic here that Kondo said that Estelle and Joshua will not be the Empire, and that kind of will be explained. But there is a clip the second chapter, like in the end of it. I'm gonna show you guys the clip right here. This is the Asian dragon Renar. He says here, "So it is I said unto you, note that the gears of fate have finally begun their inexorable return, and in their ponderous cycling, no force can stop them. The quest is done, but the campaign lies before thee. Gird thyself with wisdom, you hear me now." And Cautious says, "I see." And Joshua said they could understand much, but Cautious says this is the pitch right here. "No, those battles are destined to be fought elsewhere and by different people." And yeah, it was kind of inferred since Charles in the Sky, literally, that in this particular event that's happening right now in CS4, Joshua and Estelle won't be in. I guess they won't really get involved that much, or they won't show up at all. So that goes to show how much they have planned this series as a whole, nearly over 10 years ago. So now, throughout this whole video, guys, so this is the last pitch I want to throw you guys here. I'll be showing you guys a lot of fighting scenes between Agathe, Cautious, Rin, and all of that. I want you guys to tell me in the comment section who are the strongest characters in the game in your personal opinion. You know, we got the end of CS3, we got Rin just going nuts. His demon transformation fully been released. We got Agathe in CS3, and we see how much he has grown so far. His fighting style with the big sword. I want you guys to tell me in the comments who are your top 3. Who you think is the top 3 strongest characters in the game? We know that the Dominion, the first Dominion, Hane, she's one of the strongest characters, but we haven't seen her in action yet. But for the characters that we've seen so far in the game, that's what I want to say as a whole in the whole Kiseki series so far. What's the ranking for you guys? So this is my ranking so far in Tensor Power. All right. Kevin is going to be the number first one. I think Kevin, even though Joshua passed Louis, his brother, I guess, in Tensor Power in the end of second chapter, you guys can see the fight that Joshua bested Louis. I think Kevin will be the first, out of the all protagonists, I think he's the strongest one. Below him will be Rin for me. Rin, after the transformation in the end, I think he could be in the same level as Kevin. But due to the fact that he can't control his power that much, I put him below Kevin. And then on my third slot, who should I put on my third slot? That's a good question. I want to put Laura on the third slot of one of the strongest characters. Aurelia's also up there. Aurelia, you know, she is probably at the same level as the Steel Maiden. The Steel Maiden is also strong. So the third slot is between Aurelia, Steel Maiden for me, or Laura. I believe Laura could potentially could get more stronger than Aurelia, because Laura is learning a different sword style. So, and that's it, guys. That's all the news that I have for this video. I'm still waiting for more news. I know you guys are anxious of knowing more of CS4. I also am excited about it, but we just gotta wait on the news, man. I cannot make the news, you know. I cannot just put things out of my ass here and, you know, make a video. So this is the latest news that has come out so far. Let me you guys your thoughts on the orange girl, the top 3 fighters in the game, who is the strongest person. And yeah, guys, I'll see you guys. I'll be doing a lot of different stuff in this channel. A lot of Fortnite videos are coming, and of course, as soon as a new CS4 news comes out, I'll be on top of it and, you know, and discuss it with you guys like I usually do. The commercial tastic, and see you guys in the next video, guys. Gotcha.